Ladies and gentlemen, or should I say, future puppets, welcome to the dark side of human interaction, where the weak are preyed upon, and the clever thrive by turning every conversation into a battlefield of chaos. The sweet dance of manipulation. Such an elegant art, really. It's like ballet, but with more broken bones and fewer tutus. Today, I'll teach you the secret to surviving the treacherous waters of human deceit. Create chaos and never argue. Yes, you heard that right, because if you think fighting fire with fire will save you, you've clearly never studied the masters of darkness who burn forests just to watch the flames dance. See? Manipulators, those charming serpents with a smile, thrive on your attempts to reason. They feed on your logic, like vampires on a blood bank menu. You argue, they twist. You confront, they deflect. You draw your sword, and they hand you a mirror. Look at yourself, brave warrior. The trick? Don't bother with their games. Instead, become the chaos architect. A storm in a teacup? No, a hurricane in a teapot. Make their delicate little plans shatter like glass under a feather. Now, I know what you're thinking, but isn't it better to confront them directly? Oh, darling, that's adorable. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight and wondering why everyone's shooting at you. Manipulators are experts at turning debates into a battleground where they always come out unscathed, and you, well, you're the one bleeding out. So, what's the alternative? Create chaos. Disrupt their carefully constructed illusions. Make their puppet strings tangled in knots so they can't dance their little puppet dance anymore. Here's the beauty of it. When you refuse to argue, you deny the manipulator the fuel they crave. Your outrage, your frustration, your precious moral high ground. Instead, you become a ghost in their game. Unpredictable, uncontrollable, and utterly unappealing. Because, let's be honest, no one respects someone who's predictable. They crave chaos. I mean, their kind of chaos. The kind that leaves you questioning your own sanity, wondering if you're the one losing grip on reality mission accomplished. And how do you create chaos? Simple. Be indifferent. Be unpredictable. Throw a wrench in their plans, then walk away like you're bored to death. When they accuse you, say nothing. When they twist your words, just smile that icy smile and keep walking. Silence is often the most powerful weapon. It's the sound of your noncompliance, the whisper of your indifference. It's chaos wrapped in calm, an existential middle finger to their schemes. Now let's talk tactics, because Machiavellian manipulators are nothing if not tactical chess players. And you? Well, you're the unpredictable pawn who refuses to be cornered. For example, if they try to guilt trip you, don't argue. Just look at them with the kind of cold detachment that freezes even the boldest of liars. Let them stew in their own guilt. After all, it's delicious watching them drown in their own manufactured misery. If they escalate, don't rise to the bait. Instead, escalate in a different direction. Turn the chaos dial up to 11. When they throw accusations, simply respond with absurdity. Oh, really? I had no idea I was such a villain. Should I start preparing my evil lair? Watch as their carefully curated facade begins to crack under the weight of your indifference. Because, in the end, a manipulator's greatest fear is not being believed. And their second greatest fear? Losing control. So, give them chaos. Give them confusion. Give them a reason to doubt their own schemes. Remember, Arguing with manipulators is like playing chess with the pigeon. They knock over the pieces, strut around like they won, and then defecate on the board just to remind you who's really in charge. Don't bother. Instead, create a distraction, a diversion, a smokescreen so thick they forget what they were fighting about. Turn their tactics against them. If they accuse you of being untrustworthy, laugh and say, "Trust me. I'm as trustworthy as a snake in a toolbox." Have you ever faced a manipulator? Remember this: silence is your weapon, chaos your ally. Like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment if you've ever come across one. Let's share this knowledge to help others navigate the treacherous games of manipulators. They'll be so busy trying to decipher your sarcasm that they'll forget their original plot. Dark humor? Absolutely. Because when dealing with these puppeteers, humor is your best armor. Imagine them flailing, trying to pin you down, and you just smile and say, "Sorry, I left my moral compass in my other suit." Or, "Oh, I didn't realize I was auditioning for the role of your punching bag. Should I prepare a monologue?" They hate that. They crave certainty, stability, someone to manipulate into their own image. But chaos? That's the kryptonite. And here's the key: never let them see you sweat. Because chaos is not just about upsetting their plans. It's about unsettling their perception of control when they see that you're immune, that you're a force of nature they can't tame. They'll retreat, or, more deliciously, double down into their own madness, giving you even more chaos to exploit. In the end, the most Machiavellian move you can pull is to never ever argue in the traditional sense. Because when argue, you're giving them exactly what they want: a platform. Instead, create chaos. Be the storm that's impossible to predict. Be the wild card in their deck of lies. Because, dear friend, if you're going to play their game, play it so well that they forget what the rules even were. And if all else fails, well, just walk away. Leave them tangled in their own web of lies, confusion, and chaos. Because the greatest victory is not in winning the argument. No, it's in denying them the stage altogether. Create chaos, refuse to argue, and watch their carefully crafted worlds implode, one petty lie at a time. After all, the best way to unmask darkness is to let it consume itself. And in the chaos you create, you'll find the only truth worth knowing: the truth about who's really in control.